That's right, Scipio, if anyone makes my dreams come true, it's you. He's got the full package, he's got an answer for every situation. He can do it, he can do it, he can bloody do it. Sure, he might be a bit slow at times, but he makes up for it by being a bit of a tank, and that's what we're going to look at today, should I say. How tanky can he be? Turns out, pretty fucking tanky. At this tier, he still has his movement speed, he's not completely slow. So we are getting that charge in there. Look at it. Devastating. Devastating the ranks of the enemy. But we have put ourselves into a bad situation. The enemy are all here. We're kind of by ourselves. And now we're fighting barbarian war dogs in the forest, the worst place to fight them. But I do have that oath ability that gives me a bit of defense. Not only that, the ranged units are shooting into combat. It doesn't matter too much. It hurts a little bit. It hurts my feelings. But at the end of the day, if you were going to be shot at as any of the Cav units, you would want to be Roman Cav. Support has arrived, so we don't have to worry about the range shooting the fuck out of us for a little while at least. On a side note, the reason my third Cav is so far back, so far in the background, here they come on, is that I did not want to lose all my units at the start of the game. It was kind of a crazy charge, I guess you could call it. It was mental. And I did not want to risk all my units dying right at the start. So I kept one back, he's chilling out, and it's a commander unit, of course, because I still want that oath ability. Once he does arrive, I will be looking at killing more ranged units, and this is one thing I do want to say to Cav players. Just kill the ranged units, man. So many times I see them charging infantry such as swords, etc. The only real infantry you do want to charge at is pikes when they can't get their pikes down. That's always a reasonable choice. And the reason I say that is because I charge pikes in this game right about now. But just a general tip. Charge the ranged units, it helps your team out a lot more than you just charging infantry and then getting shot to shit. Think about it this way, if it comes down to it and it's infantry versus infantry, your team still stands a chance. But if you bloody go ahead and die without taking ranged units down with you, and all that's left on your team is the infantry, they're going to get shot to shit, they can't do anything about it. It makes it very hard for them to cap when they can be decapped at such a long range. It's just a bit of a shit show, so in my opinion it's better off that your Cav is used to kill the things you counter, instead of messing around trying to be a hero, trying to be a champ and take on things that you're not meant to take on. Saying that, we're going to take on this infantry. But see, first I kill the ranged units, and then I get a bit trapped. And when you do get trapped, do you know what commander you want to be? You want to be bloody Scipio. Get that oath ability, get it running. It gives you a bit of survivability, and who knows, your unit might win. Probably not, but it might. Now that those pikes are dead, we are going to try to run around and kill the archers. That's our aim in the game. We're not going after the spears. That's definitely a unit you want to avoid unless you can surround it on all sides. Even then, it's a bit risky. By the way guys, in my previous video about pikes, I said raised shield slows your unit. Apparently it doesn't. I will have to test it again. Some smartass decided to point it out. I make mistakes, alright? I make fucking mistakes. I still think it's a shit ability. I don't fucking like it. It does happen to replace Pycnosis, and I'd just rather Pycnosis 24/7. So it can still suck a dick, but I will have to test it out to see if it actually does slow you or not. But back onto this game, we did just get the big charge on the archers. That's how you fucking do it. No mistakes made there. Talking about mistakes, there is some mistakes in the forest, so I can't chase the archers down and finish them off. I will have to back off a bit. I don't have enough health, really, to get through them without getting shot to shit. Meanwhile, this guy is giving Germanicus some trouble. Even though it's Cav vs infantry, he doesn't have his vengeance while I do have my oath ability. So it's a pretty close fight. Wish does bring up the subject that the tier 9 and tier 10 cav on Scipio is a lot slower, but has even more armor, even more defenses. So it may, or might be over exaggerating here, it's probably not accurate, but it might be able to take on infantry. Definitely not spears, but you can give swords a bit of a run for their money. At this stage the game is basically over, our team is far ahead, so let's talk about the new Barbarian Commander. I did try the Barbarian Archers on the weekend, they seemed pretty good. With a commander to run them, I would not be surprised if they turn out to be a powerhouse in this game. They did release some info on the Barbarian Commander, they hinted at his abilities. One of the hints was he's going to be able to do something to the enemy charges, I guess maybe in the form of caltrops or who knows. An ability that counters charges on archers? That would be crazy. He shoots them and they just get pinned. Oh, that might be it. They just get pinned. And then they get fucking shot in the face. Well, that... I hope... I don't know about that. I don't know. But we're going to find out in a few days anyway. I'm guessing that will be his high tier ability. I'm not sure what the other ones might be. Let's go and have a look. I should have done this beforehand, but let's have a look at some of the other hints. It says here that he's good at short range and long range, so maybe... I'm not sure how that works. The closer they get, the more damage he does. That might be a thing. Or he has some form of javelin. He also has... I'll read how they said it. Unleash deadly volleys upon the battlefield from the deep undergrowth of the faraway woodlands. Personally, I would have just said the death of the forest, but you know, whatever. Same shit. But what I think this means is they won't receive a debuff when shooting out of the woodlands. Instead, they might even get a buff. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. And I'll see you next time.